Hi, my name is Thomas Lossermeyer, and in this short 4-minute demonstration we're going to look at the business returns of releasing a software product in multiple increments, which is one of the fundamental tenets of Lean and Agile software development. This simple model assumes that we are initially investing and developing the product, which means we have a negative cash flow, until such time t=1 where we deliver the product to the customer. Could be a quarter, could be a year. And after the delivery or the release, we then start earning on the product and have positive cash flow and a certain break-even point. Now notice what happens when we go from just delivering the entire system in one release to 2 increments. We can look at the individual costs or return curves for each of those deliverables. The first one, which we deliver in half the time, and let's assume we have half the value in the first increment, then we start earning, albeit at a shallower rate. And after the release of the first increment, we start developing the second increment and release that again at time t=1. And then the second increment will also earn us returns. If we combine those two together, we get to the green graph, which is shown relative to the original baseline. And this comparison demonstrates to us 3 basic business benefits of releasing in multiple increments. Number 1, the break-even point comes sooner. Number 2, our net investments are smaller. And number 3, our net returns are always going to be ahead. All these business benefits fundamentally come from the fact that we start earning, we deliver sooner to the customer, and we start earning sooner. If we take that to the next level, we can decide to deliver in 3 increments or in 4. And notice how the graph changes shape, and all the 3 different business benefits get accentuated. We have even earlier break-even point, even lower net investments, and we are ahead with our net returns. Likewise, there's a second parameter that influences the dynamics of this model. We assume that we have 50% or half of the value in the first increment. But it could be less. It could be such that the customer doesn't really know exactly what constitutes value, or it could have technical reasons that we needed to provide some infrastructure code first. Now, while we're not as good as before, we're still ahead of the baseline. And the higher the value of the first increment, the further we're going to be ahead. In some cases, it might be that delivering just half of the features captures 80% or more of the benefits, similar to the Pareto principle. Now, of course, for a more realistic model, releasing multiple times may incur extra release costs. However, this is also just a linear model. What if the delivery of the first increment provides us feedback from the customer that allows us to improve the value of the second increment? Or what if, in highly competitive times, earlier time to market gives us a disproportionate, non-linear increase in the returns? So in summary, both releasing in multiple increments and or increasing the value of early increments improves the business returns compared to the baseline in 3 ways. We reduce the break-even point, we reduce the net investment, and we increase our net returns.